Good morning, YouTube family. How are you? How are you? A very blessed morning here on this day after Christmas 2024. And you know what? The house is just, I can hear from the kitchen something is sizzling and it's cooking there. It sounds and smells like a Zambian traditional food. And the chef is right here. Chef, what are you cooking? What are you cooking in the kitchen, please?
I'm doing dry fish, beans, cabbage, and village chicken.
So that is my dear wife, Olga, and she's the chef. Let's go see what she's doing in the kitchen. So you say, what's this?
This is one of the layers that we had from Cleo.
Okay, the one that you sorted.
Yeah,
All right, and then here you have got some
dry fish.
dry fish. Oh my God, this is dry fish from, I don't know whether it's the Luangwa River. I don't know where it comes from, but it's very fleshy.
And here we got beans.
What type of beans is that?
This is roast cocoa beans.
Roast cocoa beans.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness, that looks very nice. It's coming up very well. So you've prepared tomatoes. You've peeled them. Okay, that's looking very good. Look at that. This is Vinkubala. These are worms which we eat in Zambia. These they feed on the trees. There's certain type of trees that they feed on, and there's different varieties of these kind of things. We call them Vinkubala or Vinkubala or caterpillars. Yeah, or lava. Some people call them lava. So this is a different type. This one is most common, but you will find that there are the other ones which are hairy, the other ones which got pricky, outings. The outside skin is very pricky. So there's different types of Vinkubala, Some of them feed on grass. That's a different variety as well I'm talking about, So Vinkubala, if you want to taste Vinkubala, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know. Then one day, if you are in England, I can invite you to my house. Then you can come and eat Vinkubala. You can taste the Vinkubala. You can taste the dry fish and all sorts. I can cook you a Zambian meal if you want to taste one. I know there are some of you who like to follow my channel, who love what I do concerning food. But I am saying to you today, an open invitation to you, my YouTube fan. If you are a Zambian and you want to eat a Zambian food, we can come and share a meal, but we need to arrange it. So let me know in the comment section, and we can arrange that. Not a problem. So here we are using red Creole onion. This is a very nutritious onion compared to the white onion. It's got nutritional values which are very good for the human body. So you're doing some cabbage as well?
Yeah.
All right then, look at that. Cabbage. Some people say cabbage, but it's called cabbage. Yeah. Different ways of pronunciation. So there we go. The cabbage is being prepared. So we're going to have cabbage. We're going to have cabbage in this meal that we're going to have. And one of the things we are going to have with this kind of relish that I've just showed you, dry fish, Vinkubala, and the chicken there, village chicken, is we're going to use uwali, mshima. So I don't know where you are watching from, but I want to encourage you, my brother, my sister, if you're watching this video, there are many videos you will see on my channel, Percy's Travel and Foods. It's a new channel that you need to support. You need to support it, let it grow. And I will be bringing you content concerning my travels and the foods that I eat and the foods that I see wherever I go. So I hope it will inspire somebody and encourage somebody to eat healthy foods. Yeah. So stay tuned. And if you are tuning in for the very first time to this channel, I want to welcome you. If you have subscribed to the channel, I want to say a very big thank you for your subscription. I appreciate it. And I'm asking each and every one of you, please always leave a comment in the comment section, and also share the video to family and friends, and also, press that bell icon, give it a like as well, So I will appreciate all that. Thank you so much. But hold on. I'm going to show you the next step, what we are doing here, because I will need to show you how we eat the nshima with the dry fish and the vinkubala. And I'm telling you, you will be salivating from wherever you're watching from, especially those Zambians who know what I'm talking about. You will salivate. There are some English friends of mine. I have actually introduced them to eating Zambian food and they love it. They love it. Colin Wilson is one of the English people that loves eating nshima. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. The cabbage has been sliced in nice thin slices and it's looking ready to be cooked. The red creole as well has been chopped into small tiny pieces and it's ready to be added to the rest. So the tomatoes have been added to the beans and that's how they look like. They are coming up nice and steady. Oh yes, nice and steady. And you've added some onions in there as well. Red creole onions. And it's looking good. What's there? The chicken's also, oh yes, simmering very nicely. It's getting nice. And also, the dry fish is coming up very well. Ah, look at this. And you know what's going to go after we have the nshima and all that? She's making a special dessert. And she's doing all the mixtures here. What exactly are you making?
I'm making a plain sponge cake.
Yeah?
And then I'm making scones.
Okay.
So this one is a sponge cake.
Sponge cake. So this one has eggs in it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this one's got eggs.
Ah, because I don't eat eggs. I'm allergic. So you're making this one specially for me, innit?
That will be
Oh, thank you very much.
I'll put yogurt in instead of milk.
Fantastic. Sponge cake and cakes, scones coming up. What do you call the scones?
Just plain scones.
Auntie Betty used to call them what? Granny Betty?
Oh, she used to call them African scones.
African
That's
scones.
a different recipe again. That one you put eggs.
Oh.
These are the English scones that I'm making.
Okay. Okay. So guys, that will be our dessert. So stay tuned, then I'll show you some more. So that flour has been made into a dough, and it's going to be ready for. Is this for the cakes?
For the scones. Yeah.
For the scones. Okay. So just preparing the base. You put in some butter there, is it?
Yes.
Baking butter. Oh yeah, that's baking butter. So it doesn't stick to the plate, isn't it? So she's made the dough, flattened it to a certain thickness.
About 1 centimeter thick.
Yeah. So that's how it's done. And it will be put in this tray here and then put into the oven.
But the cake is in the oven at the moment.
Okay. The cake is in the oven and it's baking. Oh, there you go. So you're putting some, is that milk?
Yeah, just some milk, just to give it that nice brown color.
Okay.
You can use egg, but since you don't eat eggs.
So you're just putting milk, yeah?
Just milk, yeah. Just to give it that nice brown.
Okay, once it's cooked, it gives it that flavorish, like
Yeah.
brown color. Okay. That's a nice trick you do. That's a lesson right there for somebody.
Learn as we go by.
Oh, look at that. The vinkubalas. So these are all going to go in that pan over there. Oh, the flavor, the smell of the vinkubalas is so appetizing. My goodness. You have to acquire the taste, you know. As you grow up from a young boy, you learn how to eat vinkubala. I'm telling you. Well, somebody might say, yucky. No, it's not yucky. It says one man's meat is another man's poison. That's what it says, the saying. So, me, I always believe that it's important to respect other people's foods. Whatever they eat is to respect it, you know. So that's my belief. So for me, I grew up eating these. You can see these vinkubalas from a very young age. From when I was a kid, this was introduced to me. So it's a delicacy to me. This is real food to me. Even as I speak, my mouth is watering. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this will go down with a kapap, kabwari, kasadza, kansima. I think this should be cooked now. Yeah, I think I'm going to remove that. So the red curry has been added there, and then onions, red curry onions there, and then the cabbage is going to follow next. And the vinkubalas are coming up. Amakrimbi. In Zimbabwe they call it amakrimbi. And there's another name they call it in Zimbabwe, but in Zambia they call it Vinkubala or Vinkubara. Vinkubala. So it's a proper Zambian delicacy. These worms, oh my God. If you eat one of these, hey, you'll want some more. Oh, they're coming up nice and brown. Look at that. Oh, yes. And it looks like the dessert is now ready. Ready to be consumed. These are lovely cakes, believe me. And that cake is just to die for. The table is set. We're just waiting for the people to sit by the table. And then we can start eating. The nshima is ready. It's just simmering. It's waiting to dish up. The fish is ready, the dry fish. The beans is ready. And the cabbage is ready as well. It's dishing up time. The nshima. Right, guys, the food is ready. And I'm just going to make you salivate now. Let me show you the food is ready. Oh, that's the chicken. I'm going for the drumstick of the chicken. And then you got some, is this lamb?
Yeah, that's
Lamb. And put some carpenta over there. Vinkubala, beans, rose cocoa beans, and cabbage, wali, and isabi iliaoba dry fish. So I'm gonna dish up now. So as you can see, the food is ready. I got the drumstick, I got carpenter, I got Vinkubala, and the dry fish, and also some beans and cabbage there, akabwali. So it's time to nyapura. It's time to nyapura, and it's hot. My goodness me.
Are you gonna eat? Uncle Danny. When you eat carpenter, Yusuf, you must eat it nice and slow.
So I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Bye bye.
Hi, Dad. Go back. What's the wind?